Good morning students, this is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. Today in the second video of what we call it as D block elements, D and F block it is, but actually in our syllabus it is only D block, but I will explain F block also, a part of it. In that today's topic is electronic configuration of D block elements. It is given on textbook page number 260. Now, when we talk about the electronic configuration, one term was left out in our previous video, that is penultimate energy level or penultimate shell, what we call. Now, what is this penultimate shell? So, actually, the second last shell, what we say now. Now, suppose when I draw this energy level diagram, this is actually Bohr's model you must have studied. This is an energy level diagram. Okay, so when you see this is the valence shell. What is this shell? Valence shell. Right? Now this second last shell. What is the word? Second last shell, we can call it as penultimate. What is the word? Penultimate shell. Or energy level, whatever you can say. Okay, so this is what we are talking about, that is penultimate shell. Okay, so that was a topic which was left out in your 8.1, that is position in periodic table. A word is given, penultimate energy levels. Actually, this is the second last, what we call, is the penultimate shell, what we call. Understood? Last shell we call it as valence shell. Okay, so this was the topic which was being left out. Now we start with our topic of electronic configuration, what we say in D block elements. Now, before we go to this electronic configuration, the general electronic configuration of D block element, the general electronic configuration of D block elements, right? It is n minus 1 D 1 to 10. Don't read it as 1 minus 10. N minus 1 D 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2, like this it is. Okay, now when we see the actual, what we say, it starts from fourth period, n is equal to 4. Which period it starts from? Fourth period. What is the word? I think you can see that, no? Okay, it starts, n is equal to 1 means which period? Fourth period it starts from. Okay, then n is equal to 5 is there, that is fifth period. Clear? Then n is equal to 6, that is sixth period. Clear? Means D block element starts from fourth period, what I want to say. And n is equal to 7 means seventh period. Clear? Now, when we talk about this fourth period, is called as first transition series. Right? And it starts, that is the first series, I will say, fourth period, first series. Clear? Fifth period, second series. Sixth period, third series. There are 4 series, what we call, and seventh period, fourth series. Clear? There are 4 series in D block element, and the series 1, what we say, series 1 is from, that is the first transition series. What is the word? First transition series, I'll write. Transition series. Clear? Just a minute. Okay. First transition series, second transition series, third transition series, clear? And fourth transition series. Now, why are they called transition series? I have explained in our previous video, that is video 1. The first transition series we know, here you can see it is from scandium, what we call it as SC. Scandium, in your textbook I think it is given there. Scandium to zinc it is from. Scandium to zinc. Now in that total 10 elements are there total. how many? Total 10 elements in this series. Now why it is 10? Because I already explained you that in d orbitals maximum 10 electrons can be accommodated. That's why 10 elements you will see in the one series. Okay, so 10, that is from scandium to zinc, what we call it is. Now scandium to zinc means it is from Z is equal to 21 to Z is equal to 30. Now which are the series I will be explaining you it later, but this you remember. Fourth period the d orbital start, that is n is equal to 4. So first transition series. Now when for first transition series, if I keep the value of n here, the value of n will be what in this first transition series? Value of n will be 4 minus 1, because n is equal to 4. So 4 minus 1d 1 to 10, and what it is 4s 1 to 2. So actually the first transition series, the last electron enter in this d orbital. So 3d 4s will be the configuration for what? The first transition series. Okay. Now first transition series, when we say argon will be there. What will be there? Argon. Now that I will explain you. Common will be what? Argon. Ar 3d 4s, like this it is. Understood? Then I am going to talk about second transition series. What is the word? Second transition series. Now, second transition series, when you see in your book, it starts from, just a minute. Here, watch it clearly, I think. See, the second transition series is from here. You can see yttrium. Yttrium means Z is equal to 39. To here you can see cadmium, that is Z is equal to 48. So second transition series, what we say, is from yttrium means Y to cadmium, that is Z is equal to 39 to Z is equal to 48. Right? Now for this configuration when we write, it is n minus 1. N minus 1 means this comes from which period? From fifth period, what we say. Fifth period means n minus 1 means 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 d 1 to 10, and n means 5, what you call it as n 1 to 2. So if you simply calculate this, here instead of now argon, the common what we use in second transition series is krypton. So it will be what? Kr will be the configuration, what we say. 5 minus 1 means 4d, and 5, sorry, here S will be there, 5S. So this is for second transition series, this is for first transition series configuration. Then when we say the third series, what we call it is, right here, n is equal to 6, sixth period, this is third transition series. Clear? So third transition series, n is equal to 7. N is equal to 7, seventh period, fourth transition series. Clear? So when we say sixth period, you can see here the sixth period what is given. I think you can watch clearly. Okay, the sixth period is from, that is lanthanum, means La is the first one what we say, and then it is from what we call it as Ephraim, to mercury, what we say. So if you see the second series, what we say, starts from what? Lanthanum, that is lanthanum. First is 57, only one. Now after from here, the inner transition series start, that is F block, what we say. F block, now lanthanum from there we take for F block, that is lanthanoids, what we call. Okay, so La is the only one, that is 57 number. Then I think you can see the next one is Ephraim, that is here 72. So 57 is there, then HF, that is 72 to, what is say the last one is mercury, that is 80. To 80, that is Hg. Okay, now in this case it is the sixth period, what we say. So n minus 1, it will be what we say here, it will be 6 minus 1 d 1 to 10, and 6s1 to 2, right? So if you see for this configuration, the what we call it as common, or what we call it as common noble gas, what we take is xenon for the third period, xenon. So 6 minus 1 is 5d and this 6s. So this is your which series? Third transition series. This is your fourth transition series, and this is second transition series, and this is what we call it as first transition series. Okay, so first transition general configuration, what we say, AR 3D 4S. Now why this 3D is there, that I explained you, because starts from the fourth period, that's why n minus 1, that is 4 minus 1, that's why 3D. Here fifth period 5 minus 1, what we call it as 4D. And here what we call it as 6 minus 1, here you can see, that's why it is 5D 6S. That is the third series what we call. Okay, I think you can watch. Now, when we talk about this next one, that is what is this series? Fourth series. The fourth series we can say here, look here, you can see the fourth series. It starts from actinium. Actinium is the one. Then what is given here? You can see Rutherfordium. This is Rutherfordium, and at the last what we say, this one. Understood? So that is unionBm, what we call it is. But that goes in F block element. So here we will be talking about these three series, what we say, first transition, second and third, but these are the general configurations what we say that we are going to study today. Okay. Now the last one, when you say it starts from actinium. I think you can watch here. Actinium, that is 89 number, what we say in this periodic table. Actinium here 89 number. Then it starts from 104, that is Rutherfordium RF. Rutherfordium 104 to what we call it as the last one, UUB it is written. Now UUB means unionBm. UUB means it is 112 to UUB, unionBm. Rutherfordium to unionBm. Actinoid, from there it starts. So lanthanoid and actinoid comes in F blocks, what we say. But we are going to study in this part. Okay. So here, now when we say this comes in 7 period. So 7 means what? What we call it as n minus 1 means 7 minus 1d 1 to 10 and 7s 1 to 2, right? So if you see here in this case, now in this case, if you see this here I am talking about. So which is the last one? Radon. Here you can see. So this will be taken as a common noble gas, common Rn. You can watch, no? Rn. Radon will be there, and this 7 minus 1 means 60, and this 7s. So this is your fourth transition series, what we call. Understood? So we discuss about first transition, second transition, third transition and fourth transition, and what are the configuration, these all parts what we have discussed here. Now, when we talk about this configuration, I think this part is clear now. So from where does the D block element starts? From the fourth period. Fourth period is called first transition series. It is from scandium to zinc. Total 10 elements are there. Then Z is equal 21 to 30. Here I already explained. Then here 39 to 48. If you count it, it will be 10 electrons only. Yttrium to cadmium it is. Okay, this second transition series. Why it is 3D4S? The reason is n minus 1 D, what we call. N minus 1 means here fourth period. So n is 4. 4 minus 1 and 4s. So 3D4S. Same way here 4D5S like this. This way you can remember. Understood? Or what I want to say? Fourth period means here it will be 3D4S. So 4S you can remember. Fifth period means 4D5S. One you have to remove. Then third period means 5D. That is fifth period. Third, what I call it as sixth period. Sorry. So 5D, 6S, and the last fourth period, fourth transition series means what? It is 7. So 7D minus 1D means 6D, 7S. This is a configuration of first, second, third and fourth transition series. Okay, you can go through this in your textbook. Now there are certain exceptions in there. That is what I said, no? If d orbitals are incompletely filled. Now incompletely filled means either 1 is there, 1 equal or 5 electrons are there, or what you call it as 9 electrons, understood? Unpaired electrons must be there, or incomplete filling is there, what we say, then only it can be called as transition series, if you remember. Okay, so now one textbook, one part is given, that is of chromium. I will just rub this part. Chromium and copper, they have explained. There are certain exceptions in that. Okay, now certain exceptions are there. So in that they have explained of chromium and copper, they have explained. In your periodic table or like the last textbook, last page, you see, an asterisk is given, means exceptional case what is given. Clear? Now in that chromium and copper, that comes, both comes in which series? They both comes in 3D series they have written. 3D. So there are, see, 3D series means which series? First series. First series means which period? That is fourth period. Clear? So like this. So 3D is for first, what we say, 4D series, 5D series and 6D series, like this what we say. Understood? But we are going to study mainly this 3D, 4D and 5D series. Now this means which it is second series of transition. This is third series. Clear? Second series means fifth period. Clear? You can watch. Third means sixth period. Okay? And 6D series means fourth series of transition elements, and that is seventh period. Clear? Now this what I also said, 3D means 3D 4S. Clear? Is the configuration what we are talking about, that is argon is there. Then we talk about for this is 4D 5S. Fifth period means 5S will come, and in that xenon is there. Understood? So argon, what we call it is krypton will come. Sorry, here. Clear? Then this series what we call 5D means what? Xenon. Xenon, and 5D means 5D is there. Then 6S will be there. 1 you have to increase. Then 6D, what we say, no? In that argon, krypton, xenon, radon will be taken as a common. So here it will be 6D 5S. Understood? So this many series what we are going to study. Now when we talk about chromium and copper, okay, so chromium, the actual then instead. Clear? Here also actual and instead of like this. Actual configuration when we write of chromium. Now it is given page number 216. The chromium you can see has a configuration of 3D 4S. Means actually it is 3D and 4S1. 3D what you call it as 5 and 4S1. It is written there, you can see. Instead of 3D4 and 4S2. This should be there, but actually this is the part what we say. And when we say copper, it is what we call it as 3D10 4S1. Actually is what? 3D10 4S1 instead of 3D9 and 4S2. Right? So this SK what is now here. When we see I am talking about 3D orbital. When 3D orbital is completely filled, what we call here in this case 3D10, it is completely filled. And in this case when we say okay, it is incomplete, that is this one. So half filled and completely filled. We have studied that symmetry leads to stability. If you remember, in structure of atom, the last topic was there in 11th standard. Okay, so this is the reason why the configuration is, these two configurations are considered, these two instead of this. This is not considered, but actually this should be the configuration which should be there according to our Aufbau principle and filling of electron. Understood? So this is one example what is given in your textbook. Then and the next one, I'll drop this. Okay, so 4 series I think you must have understood. Now, in our previous video, I have explained that 3 things were there which are not considered, what we say, as a transition elements. Clear? Now that last time we have discussed, which were there, zinc, Cd, zinc, cadmium and Hg are not considered a transition element because their last is 3d orbital or last shell, that is d orbitals, are completely filled. Okay, so that topic I am not going to repeat again here. Understood? Now in your textbook on page number 217, many things are given, you can go through it. Okay, it is simple, what we have already discussed, you can see. Okay, then if you want, you can take a clip of this. You can pause the video and take the clip of this so that it will be clear to you. Understood? This all 4 with name and everything is given here. Okay, in your textbook it is also given, but you can choose this one. Okay, so this was all about what we call it as the 4 transition series, general electronic configuration n-1 D 1 to 10 and for what we call it as NS 1 to 2. Okay, so this was all about what we call it as general configuration. Certain things are there in your textbook, you can also see paragraphs are given. Okay, in that they say that we will be discussing about many physical properties, that is catalytic property, magnetic properties there, ionization enthalpy is there, atomic and ionic radius is there, complex formation is there. These all properties we will be discussing in our next topic. So this was all about the 4 series of D block element, that is first transition, second transition, third transition and fourth transition. First transition series, that is 4th period, so it is 3D 4S what we call. Second transition series is 5th period, so what we call it as 4D 5S it is. Third transition series means 6th period, so it is n-, so 5D for 6S it is, little bit mistake is there. Then the 4th transition series, that is 7th period, means 6D 4S is there. Okay, in the first series you have to take what we call it as argon as a constant or common, what we say, configuration in electronic configuration. Second one what you have to take is what we call it as argon is there. Then second one krypton is there, second series. Third series xenon is there, and the 4th series radon is there. Okay, so this was all about electronic configuration, 4 series from where it starts. Okay, 6th and 7th series there are inner transition elements, that is lanthanoid and actinoid, so that we will be studying in the next part of the topic later. Okay, so next time when we come we will be discussing about general properties of transition elements, in which variation in atomic and ionic sizes what is given, what I already said. Then ionization enthalpy is there, like that many things are there, we will be discussing in our next video. Okay, now if anything is left out, you didn't understood in the topic, you can let me know through message and I will discuss that in our next video. Okay, thank you very much.